Alright, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Zay. We back. We're here with another reaction video. Alright, so in this video it says Deion Sanders confirms where Shilo will be playing next season. Honestly, I haven't heard any news. We've been seeing the commitments and stuff like that. So it's interesting to see where bro's gonna go next season. Hopefully, you know, he goes to Colorado and plays with his dad, finishes off there, and you know what I'm saying, and goes to the league. Sometimes I wonder and I think, you know, if Shilo, he was at the SEC level. He played for South Carolina. If you don't know, South Carolina also had a corner that went in the first round of the draft to the Carolina Panthers. J.C. Horn, right? So J.C. Horn was a first-round draft pick. Sorry about the noise outside. That just came out of nowhere. He was the 8th overall, 4th-round draft pick. Oh, that noise is pretty annoying. I hope you guys can't hear that. Right, so he was the 8th round draft. He was 8th. I say 8th round. He was the 8th overall draft pick out of the University of South Carolina. So sometimes I wonder if Shilo would have stayed in South Carolina, would he had a better shot of going straight to the league, or what? Because coming out of high school, Shilo was ranked a 3-star. He got a scholarship to go play at South Carolina. He went and played at South Carolina. Then he ended up transferring to Jackson State, and the rest is history. So I feel like Shilo can play. He's very physical at the level of the SEC. I don't know if he started or not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big South Carolina fan. Never really watched a lot of their games. I did watch Shilo's highlights when he went to Jackson State. I kind of tuned into some of his highlights and stuff like that. So I don't really know if he started or what. You know what I'm saying? I believe he played 1 year there as a freshman. I don't know if he was a true freshman or redshirt freshman. I really don't know the details of it. But I do know that he went to the SEC level, and I've seen him, some film on him, and I've seen him hitting. You know what I'm saying? He's very physical. If you watch Shilo play, he's very physical, right? So I feel like he could have worked his way up and went to the NFL. Now the question is, coming out of that, the SWAC, would he still given the opportunities to go and play the NFL? As we know, the HBCU level of football isn't respected as the same level as the SEC and stuff like that, right? So I feel like he could play in the NFL, but is it more of he goes undrafted and he has to, you know, work his way up to prove himself, or is it gonna be he gets drafted? You know what I'm saying? So the questions are still up. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he goes to play in the Pac-12, and we can see him step up to the plate and get drafted and stuff like that. So let's look at his recruiting profile before we tap into this, because I just want to see where he had the offers too, right? So he had an offer to South Carolina, Florida State, Georgia, which is a very dominant program right now. As we all know, Georgia's like on a whole nother level of just better than everybody, right? LA Tech, shout out to 318, right? Nebraska, Oregon State, SMU, Tennessee, and USF. So he had a couple of offers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Shilo for, you know, and congratulations. So let's tune into this video. I'm sorry about the background noise. I think they're working on something outside. This is the first. I didn't shot plenty of videos today. It's the first time we had an actual interrupting as far as the noise goes, and it literally just started as soon as I started this video. So I'm sorry about that. Hopefully my voice is loud enough to where y'all don't even hear it. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and see what's going on with this, right? Let me turn my volume
Another
up.
video, family. Make sure y'all mash the like button soon as y'all come in the building. Prime the
Dang, I hate that they would do this now as soon as I start
Colorado.
this video, right?
Back at it again. Another episode, getting it in. Finally confirmed the Shilo situation. Everybody was wondering, where's Shilo going?
I thought Deion was gonna be talking himself, so they got a channel. It's called Prime to Colorado. Y'all go subscribe, show them some love, man.
Shilo gonna go to Colorado with Coach Prime. Is Shilo gonna stay in Jackson State because he's real big into the HBCU?
Also heard he was like, you know, big into the drum line. You know what I'm saying? I never was a part of band. The school I went to, we didn't have a band, so I really don't know the exact terms for each positions that, you know, play in the band and stuff like that. But I think he was like I know they got the J5, and they were thinking about making it the J6 to add him in or something like that. Y'all probably
bands, he's really liking that lifestyle, the culture. Or what is he gonna do? Because apparently he was in the doghouse from Deion, and people was wondering what was going on with that situation, why he was. Well,
all right,
in the press conference, pre-game press conference for Racing Bowl, Coach Prime was on there talking about Shador and the fact that when him and Shador last played their last high school game. Shador plays last high school.
Hold on, bro. Did he enter the transfer portal? See, I'll be trying to watch the video and get the information, bro. Kind of beating around the bush. I mean, shout out to bro, though. You know what I'm saying? Show him love. But, I mean, I was trying to see. Okay, so Shilo has entered the transfer portal December 18th, 2022, which is not that long ago, right? All right, so it's 26 today. So the day after Christmas, of course, is 26, right? All right, so cool. So Shilo entered the transfer portal, but he has not yet committed to Colorado. So what is the holdup? Because the Shador has committed already, right? I really don't know how to spell his name, so sorry about that. He's already committed, right? Yeah, he's 100% committed to Colorado. So what's the holdup on Shilo? Is he going or what? Does he still have years of eligibility? Eligibility? Okay, so he's entered the transporter. Dang, they got 15 Jackson State players have entered the transporter. 8 starters entered the transporter following Deion Sanders' departure. Do they have the names on that? We already know a couple of them that left. Right. So nothing, no real information. But let's finish this video up and see what they say.
Deion coached the last game.
I kind of got it sped up just because like I'll be trying to get to it, bro. I'm impatient, bro. I'll be trying to get to it. You feel me?
Figured that they was gonna be going separate places, so it was real tough for him. It was emotional because he was gonna be coaching his son. Thought his son was gonna go off before the Atlantic. That was before he thought he knew he was getting an opportunity at Jackson State. Well, that played out. So the question he was asked, and he explained that now it's kind of a little different because they're both going to the same place. See, it's not like in high school where it was a possibility that Shador was going somewhere else and Deion was gonna stay in high school before he got that job. So it was real emotional then. But now it's tough leaving the other kids, but he know he has Shador coming with him to Colorado. But he also said Shador and Shilo is coming. So in so many words, he confirmed that not only is Shador coming, but Shilo is coming. Like a lot of people figure because Deion is big about family. And he's not.
So what he basically said, he was just saying that Deion said in a press conference that he confirmed that Shilo was gonna come play with him, which I hope so. You know, it was some rumors going around that Shilo was a little bit upset about, you know, the decision to leave Jackson State. You know what I'm saying? Which I can understand because it's like you was at an SEC school, you went to HBCU level. That's you use 2 years of your eligibility. It's gonna be a lot harder to go to the league coming from HBCU. I mean, coming from HBCU, yeah, right. So, and in the same sense, it's like right. It's like this, right? If you at SEC, right, and you put up, let's say you have a season, right, for like a DB. Let's just say you have like, hold on. Let's just look into it, right? J.C. Horn, college stats, right? So I just want to look at his college stats because I want to see what is the average for a college. You know what I'm saying? Right. So this is about the range where I was thinking of, right? All right. So he went to South Carolina, right? And he had 45 total tackles. 40 his freshman season, 40 tackles his second season, and 16 tackles his third season, right? As a DB, right? So with that being said, in how many INTs? Really 2 INTs his whole college career, right? So with that being said, right, if Shilo puts up those same numbers at an HBCU, it'll get ignored. Because it's an HBCU, it might not get ignored as much because, you know, his dad is Coach Prime and he can, you know, he got a lot of push and stuff like that. But just a regular DB putting up in an HBCU, putting up these type of numbers, he's going to get ignored, right? But if you're playing at the SEC level and you put up, you know, these type of numbers like this, which, you know, shout out to J.C. Horn, but aren't the most spectacular numbers. Like, he only got 30 tackles and games played. He played 11 games with only 30 tackles, well, you know, 45 tackles. So that's like, what, almost 4 tackles a game, right? You know what I'm saying? Somewhere in that range. In 12 games with only 40 tackles. So he wasn't really tackling it a lot. You feel me? He had like 8 to 9 pass deflections. That's cool. Maybe he scared a lot of opposing quarterbacks to where they ain't want to throw him the ball and stuff like that, throw the ball his way. So that might play a factor as well. You know, he had that fear factor and stuff like that. So, I mean, of course, it's probably a lot deeper than just the numbers itself. That's why I really just try to watch film and stuff like that. But if Shilo puts up these same numbers coming out of high school, he's a 4-star. If Shilo puts up these same numbers at HBCU level, it'll get annoyed, right? It won't get the same respect level as it would at an SEC because you know you got the Alabamas, the Floridas, the Georgias, the Tennessees. Like the level of competition is so much higher that the respect level is so different, right? So it was a big risk for him to leave the SEC and come down to the HBCU. So I could see why he would be upset to leave again and have to go back to Colorado, especially after you leave. You go to Columbia, South Carolina. You meet. You got to make new friends. You get comfortable. Then you leave. You go to Jackson State. You start over. You get comfortable, and then you got to go again, which they might be used to it because I'm pretty sure they're well traveled. You know, their dad is Deion Sanders, so they're probably well traveled, used to meet new people all the time. So it might not be that much of a big deal, but I can also understand because Jackson State, I'm telling you, the South different, bro. You come down to the South, you feel that real like Southern hospitality. You know what I'm saying? You really don't want to leave it. You feel me? Because it's really lit. Like the South really lit like that for real. Like Jackson really lit. You see how it was turned up? Like it's really lit. You feel me? So. It's a hard place to leave, especially going to Colorado. It's so cold up there. You know, he grew up in Texas. So, I mean, it's a lot of decisions to be made. You know what I'm saying? Whichever one he do, I just want to see him win. You know what I'm saying? Just want to see him at his best. And shout out to him, man. I love the movement. I love it all, bro. I love to see it. I'm very entertained and also very encouraging on the whole situation. Even with Deion leaving Jackson State, I feel like it was a good move. You know what I'm saying? Even him coming to Jackson State, a lot of people was trying to down what he did by leaving Jackson State, but he didn't have to go there from the jump. You know what I'm saying? If you want to just be honest, because at the end of the day, he's Deion Sanders. So, you know what I'm saying? So him just coming to Jackson State was a blessing in his whole. So shout out to Big Deion, shout out to Shilo, shout out to Shador, and shout out to every other recruit on the team that's about to change the face of Colorado, start something new and build something great there. So shout out to the whole family, man. Love to watch what y'all doing and keep balling it out, man. No cap.